Welcome to the Delgado Podcast.
Welcome, everyone, to the Delgado Podcast, your Friday afternoon spot to kick bars, relax, and talk just about anything. I'm your host, Michael Delgado, and every week we dive into conversations that are real, unfiltered, and always a good time. Thanks for tuning in, and let's jump into today's episode. Okay, today we got Santi in the building. How's your day so far?
It's going pretty good, man. I woke up a little later than expected, but had a long night last night, but hey, we're back up and going, man. Appreciate it.
Hey, that's exciting. Yeah, no problem. Anytime. I'm glad you joined the show today. This is going to be your first question. So how did you first get into rapping?
Okay, so first getting into rapping, I think, was the first time I heard like a rap song. I think I was in kindergarten. You know what I mean? And I think I heard some like, hey, ho, and I was like, what the is this? Ears really liked what I heard. And then from there, I was just tuned in with the music itself. That I think at a certain point when I was just a younger kid, you know, just use it as a form of therapy, you know what I mean? A form of expression, you know, poetry, making things rhyme. And yeah, and from there, being able to like actually record the songs and all that. Yeah, when I was in middle school, actually high school, I finally got music equipment. So and just started recording music and all that. But the very first thing is just like hearing it and enjoying it, you know what I mean? And from there, you know, realizing that you can make it too. You can like put these things together too, but your own way, your own story, and it actually being very beneficial again for like whatever you're going through in life.
Yeah, no, for sure. Yeah, that sounds cool, man. Okay, next question is, what is your favorite thing to eat?
I like noodles, man. I really like noodles.
Yeah.
So whether it's like pasta, you know, I love like fettuccine Alfredo. I mean, if I mean it's spaghetti, I like it spicy, so I like chili to my spaghetti. Maybe some habanero. I really like ramen. You know what I mean? Like authentic ramen noodles. You know what I mean? I like trying like different fried chicken. Man, there's a lot of fries. You can never go wrong with, you know, grew up on the fries, but you know, nowadays, yeah, everyone got their own fries. You know that you seafood.
Okay.
Yeah, like some seafood, mariscos. I love trying new food overall. You know, so that's a big thing for me too. There's some that I ain't tried before, and it's there. You know, and it sounds intriguing. You know, I'm probably gonna try it. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
What about you? What's your favorite food?
Okay, yeah, thanks for asking. That's funny you brought up McDonald's fries. I'm actually obsessed with McDonald's myself. I mean, can't go wrong with a quarter pounder with cheese, you know? Yeah, obviously America, and then some fresh, you know, I don't care what the burger is or where it's from. It's really good. It's basically my type, and then I like drinking a lot of unsweetened iced teas. So, no, I get that. No, it's really cool, dude. Okay, so next question is, who were your biggest influences growing up?
Influences, okay. As far as music, you know, I would say dudes like Eminem I loved a lot. Nas, Big Pun, like these are the guys like I would say again, like I really try to like learn from, you know, as becoming a writer and a performer and stuff like that. I would say modern day that Kanye, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Kanye.
But that's at the end of the day, that is a huge influence on, I think, my outlook and perspective on music and art overall. So yay forever, man. Yeah. Also influences, I would say a lot of battle rappers, you know what I mean? Like I'm not just influenced in the music world, but like just a rap music pocket, but like also the battle rap, you know what I mean? So yeah, battlers like Disaster, who is an insane battler, you know, from LA, and you know what I'm saying? So when I'm doing it from afar, you know, and I'm younger, you know, I'm saying that they're showing me that we can do this, you know, that this is a possibility, even if you are like the elephant in the room. So Jin, you know, like Jin is a classic, legendary Chinese American rapper. I don't know if you ever heard of Dumbfounded, but Dumbfounded is a Korean LA based artist. He started off battling, but yeah, he's got amazing music.
Nice.
Yeah, so a lot of influences from all over. I would say I'm also like, because you brought up food, I'm influenced from dudes like, you know, from the food world too, like Chef like Gordon Ramsay. You know, on YouTube. There's dudes like Mark Weems who like travels the world and tries new food, and you know, and has an expression when he's eating different things. Anthony Bourdain, you know, I have a song called Crooks Tour, which is fire. But in that song, I'm literally kind of giving a nod to Anthony Bourdain, who traveled the world, you know, drinking and eating. You know, he was a real amazing journalist. Yeah, long live Bourdain, bro.
Yeah, no, that's cool. And so speaking of, that's kind of my next question too, because so you do rap battle, huh? So if that was the case, like I've kind of heard certain situations when it comes to events like that. I was out of my curiosity wanting to know if there's ever been any issues regarding certain people you had issues with, and if so, how did you cope with those situations?
So I would say I never had an issue with like an opponent battling. Like that's never been a thing. I think also like in modern day battle rap, you know, I do a good job on working with professional people. You know, I'd say the issues that I have dealt with in the past just come across more of like someone in the crowd talking, interrupt me or throw me off, you know what I mean? And I almost take like the stand-up comedy approach to it, and you call out the heckler, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
You know, so I think the way I handled that was I called out the person in the crowd, and I somehow just pretty much redirected it to them, the guy I was battling, you know, or the crowd reacted fine. Good, but you know, besides that, like opponent, I don't think I've ever had an actual problem with somebody. And the same way the other way around. Even though it's a very competitive atmosphere and like things get to a very heated and aggressive point in the battle, you're literally in combat. Again, once the battle is done, usually it's all respect. You know, and it's disrespect. You know, you dissing somebody, there's still gonna be respect at the end of the day. Now, I can't speak for other folks that do be battling, they got problems with, and I don't know if it's good after that or not, but yeah, there's a lot of things that go on.
Yeah, no, that's cool. It takes a lot of courage to get yourself out there, and there will be some challenges. And hey, I respect what you do, and I appreciate that. Okay, so yeah, no problem. Anytime. Okay, so next question: what inspires your lyrics the most?
So what inspires my lyrics the most is literally my life. You know what I mean? It's just like my story, what I'm going through. So like if you check out some of my songs, it's literally things, you know, bringing up things I've actually done. You know, I'm dropping foods I'm eating in my lyrics. So I'd say everyday life, you know, my past, my history, the things that I look forward to in my future that I know that's coming. You know what I'm saying? All my blessings, all my mistakes that I've learned from, you know what I'm saying? So I think that's the number one thing that influences me is for sure my life, you know, and I translate that into lyrics that, you know, whether people get it or they don't, it's there.
Hey, no, that's really great, man. Thank you so much for sharing that. Okay, out of curiosity, this is my next question. So what do you do first, write or find a beat?
Ooh, it depends. So if I have the intent of making a song, I'm gonna try to find a beat, man. But sometimes I'm driving out on the road and I'm bumping music, and then all of a sudden I'm like thinking of like 4 or 5 or 6, 7, 8 lines. I'm like, I gotta write it down real quick, you know what I'm saying? So, and at that point, I'm not finding a beat. There's no beat there. I'm just like, again, living life, right? And that's why I said life influences me, because I might just be driving around. I might be at Walmart down aisle 9 looking at this or that, and all of a sudden lyrics come to me. And if you don't jot that down or something, you might lose it forever. It might come back.
Okay, next question is, where do you see your music going next?
Man, that's a good question, bro. Because I like when I do this, it's really because I love it. You know what I mean? It's really out of passion. And again, it's in a form, in a sense, it's like I feel like I need it again because it's keeping me alive. You know, it's keeping me going, keeping me good mentally and emotionally. So it's like, where do I see it going? Because I'm not really, you know, I love doing it. I'm trying to get as much performances done as I can. I'm not right now trying to push it to that, you know, level, you know, where I'm like gonna really over invest or, you know, plan too big. So I think specifically where my music, well, I got to work on a project first, man. Like right now, I'm like putting together these events, helping other artists out and stuff like that, setting up battles. That the music really truly has taken a, you know what I mean, a back seat with everything else I'm doing. So I feel like I can't answer that question as clearly until after the October 10th event, because again, it's going to be a legendary event downtown. But right after that's over, I'm going to try to get back into musically. I'd say where I see it going is more audience and more eyes and ears getting on it. because the collaborations are about to really rev up, bro.
Yeah.
Hey, anybody out there? I know y'all waiting, man. You know what I mean? Trim Forte waiting on my collaboration. You know what I mean? Shout out to Trim. We got T-Bones waiting on me to get back. Sauna Boys. I mean, the list goes on, man. So my bad, y'all. Again,
you're good.
That's one thing you can look forward to is a lot more Santi features. And anybody out there that need one, send me a beat, send me a song concept. If I'm feeling it, I'm gonna hop on it. But yeah, that's why I think is going to be coming up going into next year. Is a lot more features. So and hey, I could do hooks. You know what I'm saying? I could drop a dope verse to a beat, whatever y'all need, man.
Yeah, that's cool. T-Bones and then the Sauna Boys, they're really cool people. Is there one specific collab you dream of doing?
A dream collaboration, dude. It's like as much as I love rap and like the influence I mentioned earlier, like Nas.
Yeah.
I feel like I would have to like go to one of the masters of a hook, like a chorus guy. It might have to be Chris Brown, bro.
Okay.
The hook from Chris Breezy. Come on, man. Where are we going? Like that.
No kidding. Yeah, that's cool.
So something like that. I feel like if you asked me the same question about 15 years ago, I would have said T-Pain. You know, again, like these guys create hooks that are timeless. Like some pieces of music that are truly timeless, you know? If I had to choose, I'm gonna switch it though. If I had to choose a rapper, man, I would choose Eminem.
Okay, yeah.
This will sound crazy. Even though I said that's one of my influences, like one thing that pushes me to like try to write as best as I can is that I feel like, man, I got to be able to outright whoever the king is, right? So I said, okay, let me try to outright M. Let me try to outright Nas, you know what I mean? Or whoever influences me. Can I do better than them?
Yeah.
I think it's possible. I think I am. You know what I'm saying?
I like that confidence, and I really do appreciate you sharing that with me. Okay, do you have any advice on how anyone can start doing rap?
Just do it, man. It's the same thing about the people that have already started rap, stopped, and then they don't pick it back up and redo it. You just got to do it, man. Don't doubt yourself. And once you do it, don't scare yourself away. Continue going at it. Continue to try to put the effort and time in and get better and better at it, man. Yeah, you just got to go off of, again, who influences you, go off of that energy, put your own version out. You know what I'm saying? So anybody that wants to start rap, I say just get it down. There's so many free tools and products in today's age. You got a smartphone. I know that making whole entire albums off their smartphone alone.
Okay.
Good. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't need to go to a studio technically just to start off. You know what I mean? You could make beats on your whole phone or your whole tablet, write, record, and master a song. You can do that on your phone. So the tools in modern day right now allows us to absolutely do it. And I don't mean you got to share what you created. You know, if you're just starting off rap and you're still unsure about it, you could just keep it to yourself. Like this is your thing. And when you feel like it's ready to be shared, go ahead and do that, you know. But in this world, there's a lot of people out there that's going to share how you feeling.
Okay, so I kind of want to know. So because I'm actually performing at other events pretty soon. So what do you do? Do you basically like sign up, or do you have to pay to sign up
for my events?
Yeah, because like I am going to some of the other ones that are like in the Phoenix area where you have to like, depending on what you do, like if it's open mic, you would have to like, it's free, you can sign up. But if it's like an actual event where all the rappers are performing, like if it's like, depending on what level you're in and you actually have some kind of an audience, like you would have to pay. So that's kind of what I wanted to know.
I love that question, bro. My events personally, no, I would never ask an artist to pay to perform. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Yeah, me personally, like there's a lot of artists that get to perform my events just because they were at my event and they tell me, hey, bro, I love this and I want to perform at the next one. I just tell them, tap in, message me, so I got you locked in, send me your music, and we'll go from there, you know? So I try to curate it the best way I can. But yeah, bro, I hear you on that. I think, you know, on platforms and events, you know, everyone runs things their own different way. But for me personally, I don't even view myself as a promoter at all. You know, I don't like to categorize myself as just a rapper. I don't like to categorize myself as a promoter at all. I think I'm an artist. And if I have an opportunity to share space and time with other artists to do their thing, then I'm going to do that and try to help them. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, yeah. Hey, thank you so much, Santi. Well, that's a wrap for today's episode of the Delgado Podcast. Thanks to Santi for joining me and share his story. Until then, I'm Michael Delgado. Stay safe, stay inspired. I'll catch you next week.
Welcome to the Delgado Podcast.